Hello students, we already know that how to solve examples related to pictograph, bar graph and double bar graph, and you know it very well how to draw this type of graph because already you have studied in this last year, and you also know that to draw such like bar graphs we have to organize the data proper way. Okay, so now we will start to study how to organize data to represent it in a bar graph, double bar graph or pictobar graph. The first important step that we have to organize that data. So we will take one of the example. Okay. Now here I wrote the favorite subjects of 20 students and now we will read which subjects are there. Are Maths, Science, English, Maths. Are English, Maths, English. Are Science, Art, English, Art, Science, Maths, Maths, Art, Science and English. So 20 students have most of probably 4 favorite subjects are there. Okay, now we will write here. So first we have to make 3 columns for subject, telemarks and number of students. Now I will write here that 4 subjects. The first one is Art. The second is Maths. Okay. Third is Science. And fourth is English. Okay. Now I have to draw here telemarks. But how we can draw telemarks? Look at here. It is very easy. Just you have to listen it and you have to watch this video carefully. Okay, now I will cut one by one favorite subject from this list and I will mark here one by one. So first is art, so I will mark in a column of art. Okay, you have to draw a one simple standing line. Maths, okay, where is the maths? Here maths. Science, science. English, English. Maths, again I will draw here maths. Okay, then art, so I will draw here art. English, English. Maths, maths. English, English. Art, art. Science, science. Art, in the art column I will draw here art. English, here is English. Art. Now okay, 4 standings are lined there. So now we can draw many more standing lines, but it will be very difficult to count it. Okay, so we will take a grouping of 5 telemarks. Okay, so for the group of 5 telemarks you have to draw 4 standing lines, and if fifth one is there then you have to cross such thing. Okay, so this is a group of 5. Okay, science, again science. Maths, maths, again maths, so I will make here fifth one. Okay, art, okay, now I will make another group. Art, science, science, English, okay, I will make here. Okay, as like that you have to draw telemarks. Students, it is very important in the point of your exam. Okay, so now I will count these telemarks and I will put up this value in this column. So how many telemarks are there? So it is very difficult to count always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we will take it as a group of 5. So 5 and 1, 6. This is 5. This is 4 and this is again 5. So count that 6 and 5, 11, 11 and 4, 15, 15 and 5, 20, and already we have favorite subject of 20 students. So whatever we organize the data, it is correct because this number of students and whatever given the information of 20 students match these numbers. So as like that you have to organize data in a proper way. Okay, now you will tell me here the given information is in the form of names or in the form of words. What will we have to do if there is a numbers? So if numbers are there, if numbering is there for in a data, so we have to grouping that data. Okay, as we are organized data with the help of telemarks, now we will organize that data in a grouping way. So So we will start to study how to grouping the data.
Hello 8th standard students. Already we have studied how to organize data in a systematic way. Now we will study how to grouping a data in a systematic way. So without wasting our time, we will start to study grouping of data. Here I will give you one example, that is marks which are out of 50 obtained in mathematics by 60 students of class 8. 21, 10, 30, 22, 33, 5, 37 and so many marks are there that you can read it easily. Now we have to make a table of 3 columns, that is groups, telemarks and frequency. So frequency is a new word for you. So what is frequency? That's number of students who are fitted in that group. That number of students is known as frequency. So from this time onwards, you have to write the name frequency in third column. Okay, so how we have to make a group? Now look at here, if you read the list, there are so many numbers and it is not possible to write the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 60. It will take lots of time while solving a problem in exam. So we are making here groups 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, as like this we make here 6 groups, okay, for the 60 students. So we will read one by one marks and we will place in that group. Already I have shown here telemarks, but I will write here again that how you have to draw telemarks. So look at here carefully one by one. Okay, 21. So 21 will fit in between 20 to 30. So here we will draw here 1. So I will take one more. Okay, 10. So where we have to keep 10? 10 is in the both group 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. So dear student, here you have to decide that where you have to keep 10 and when will numbers like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 will come, as like this you have to use here same criteria for other number also. Okay, now where we have to keep 10, so we will make a one criteria for ourselves. You can see this, there are 10 in both groups 0 to 10 and 10 to 20. Okay, but look, you can see this is known as group interval. Okay, and you can see this, there are two numbers 10 and 20. So 10 is smaller as compared to 20. Okay, so 10 is known as lower class limit and 20 is known as higher class limit. So I will choose 10 to 20 group for 10 because I get here increasing ability which shows 20 and here is the 10 which is a last. Okay, so as like this we have to move forward, so I will choose 10 as a lower class limit and 10 is a lower class limit in the group 10 to 20. So as like this for 20, 30, 40 and 50 I will choose them as a lower class limit while making a grouping of data. Okay, so I will rub this and now we will solve our example. Okay, now look at here carefully. 10. So I will keep this 10 in my 10 to 20 group. Now again 30. So where is the 30 is a lower class limit? In 30 to 40. So I will keep here. 22. Between 20 to 30. So I make here marking. 33 is between 30 to 40, so I will mark here. 5 is between 0 to 10, so I will draw here standing line. 37 between 30 to 40. 12 between 10 to 12. 25 between 20 to 30. 42 between 40 to 50. 15 between 10 to 20. 39 between 30 to 40. 26 between 20 to 30. 32 between 30 to 40. So this is I have already here drawn 4 standing line, and I will make here slanting line our fifth observation, which will be a group of 5. So as like this, you can place these numbers in the specific group, but in case of, look at here, for 20, 10, 50, 20 and 30, we will choose them number as a lower class limit. So you have to use your criteria for all the numbers and for all the times. If you are taking higher class limit, so you have to use that higher class limit criteria for the other numbers also. Okay, but mostly I will tell you to use lower class limit for the numbers. So as like this, you have to draw tally marks and you have to write here frequency 2, 10, 21, 19, 7, 1, and you have to make addition, and if it is correct as per given data, look at here, this is a data of 60 students and I have got here 60 sum. So my table is correct. So this is your checking out answer, that you have to do correct or whatever you have done, it is correct or not. So as like this, you can make a group of data. So data presented in this manner is said to be grouped, and the distribution obtained is called grouped frequency distribution. Each of the groups 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. is called a class interval. In this class interval 10 to 20, 10 is the lower class limit and 20 is the upper class limit, or you can say higher class limit. This difference between the upper class limit and lower class limit is called the width or the size of the class interval. So what will be the class interval of 10 to 20? How you will find out? That is 20 minus 10 is equal to 10. This is the size of the class interval, which will be the same for all groups in a given question. Now study the following frequency distribution table and answer the question given below. Frequency distribution of daily income of 550 workers of factory. Class intervals which shows the daily income in rupees are grouped as 100 to 125, 100 to 125, 150 to 150, 150 to 175, 175 to 200, 200 to 225. As like this, they make a class intervals, and for 100 to 125 the number of worker and the frequency of worker is 45. For 125 to 150 is for 25. As like this, this is a table which shows the frequency distribution of daily income of 550 workers of factory. So now we will answer the questions one by one. The first question is, you can read it properly. Look at here. I will highlight this. What is the size of the class interval? Okay. How you can find the class interval. Okay, I will choose here one class, that is 100 to 125. So I have to here subtraction. 125 minus 100 is 25. So 25 is the class interval, or size of the class interval. Which class has the highest frequency? So where is this the highest frequency? 140 for class 200 and 225. Which class has the lowest frequency? So lowest number is 20. So we shows 300 to 325. So my answer is 300 to 325. What is the upper limit of the class interval 250 to 275? Are absolutely correct. The bigger number is 275. So my answer is also 275. Which two classes have the same frequency? Look at here carefully. Which two classes have the same frequency? 55 for 150 to 175, and again here 55 for 225 to 250. So my answer is 150 to 175 and 255 to 250. So as like this, by using the frequency distribution table, you can easily answer the questions which are depends or which are based on a given table. So look at here, there is a one more table, and now with the help of this table we have to draw here a graph. Class intervals are 0 to 10 and frequency is 2. For 2 to 20 frequency is 10. For 20 to 30 frequency is 21. For 30 to 40 frequency is 19. For 40 to 50 frequency is 7. For 50 to 60 frequency is 1. So total frequency is 60. So as like this, we can draw here a bar graph, which is joint bar graph. So this is horizontal axis, which is known as x-axis, and this is vertical axis is known as y-axis. On same intervals, we are giving here a numbers which shows the same difference: 0 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. And here the marks obtained 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Why we are choosing these numbers? Because already our class interval has decided 0 to 10, 10 to 20. So here we have to choose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. And here why we taking a difference of 2 between writing a numbers of students? So it will be easy to count or to point out the numbers on graphs. Okay, so 0 to 10 2. So at point 2 here they have drawn bar. For 10 to 20, now look at here why it is a join. This 10 number is repeated in both class. Okay, so 10 having the common number, so bar also having a common point. So we have to draw here a joint bar graph. So for 10 to 20 it is 10. So at 10 we will draw a one line. For 20 to 30 it is 21. Okay, this is 20, and when you will draw a graph on graph paper, you will see there are small lines between 10 to 20. So as per calculation, you can choose one specific class interval between two numbers. So after 20 and below 22, exactly at half point, you can draw a line for 21. As like this, for 19 you have to draw a line between 20 to 18, and for 7 you have to draw a line for 6 to 8, and 1 you have to draw a line between 0 to 1. So when you will draw this horizontal line as per the given frequencies, you can easily join these bars which with each other. So as like this, you can draw your bar graph. Okay, but sometimes it happens that some data is not collected, or it is not easy. The data for some interval it is not given. At that time, what you will do, you can arrange or you can draw histogram like this. Why it is known as histogram? Now you can tell me these bars are joined to each other, so you have to give the name joint bar graph. But look at here, the data is available from 20, not from 0. So to hide this blank space, here we use this sign, and which sign is shows by histogram. So the graph which is shown by this sign, this sign is known as histogram. Look at here, the graph is number of teachers and age in years. So ages of 25 years of schoolies are given. Now look at here, these bars of equal width with no gaps in between. You can see the width. This width is same. And the height of bar gives the number of data items in a particular group, and it's the frequency. And this number 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, these are age in years. So the range is divided in equal intervals for 5 years in the case. So 20 plus 5, 25, 25 plus 5, 30, 30 plus 5, 35. So here we choose the range is divided in a equal intervals. And this jagged line, okay, this line is known as jagged line or broken line, has been used along the horizontal line. Okay, horizontal, we have to draw this broken line or jagged line on a horizontal line, not on the vertical line. Okay, to indicate that we are not showing the numbers between 0 to 20. That means if we want to hide the data for some numbers, so we can draw here a jagged line to show that. So this is known as the histogram. So with the help of this histogram, we have to give some answers. And my first question is, how many teachers are age 45 years or more but less than 50 years? Look at here, they ask how many teachers are age 40 years or more. That means we have to choose after 40 years, 45 years, and between less than 50 years. So I have to choose here class interval 45 to 50, and my reading is 5. So my answer is 5. My next question, how many teachers are aged less than 35 years? Less than 35 years, that means I have to find out the data which shows the below 35 years. So I have to move forward for left hand side of the graph to collect the data. So 4 plus 5 plus 6. So my answer is 15. So 15 teachers are aged less than 35 years. So as like that, you can answer the question by using the given graph and by using the given data which you have grouping or arranged systematically. So as like that, you have to solve exercise 5.1. So dear student, this is your homework, that you have to solve exercise 5.1 in yourself in your notebook. If you have any query, you can ask me anytime. So don't waste your time and solve exercise 5.1.